Good morning to those who listen. It's December 17th, 2025, 2:34 a.m. And this is uh, a weird, strange look into Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg, which will be released on June 12th, 2026. It has Emily Blunt and what's the other guy's name? And Josh O'Connor and Colin Firth, but the main two characters is Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor. I don't know who Josh O'Connor is. All right. Warning right off the bat. This is very, very creepy and very disturbing. So, if I don't know, I guess the warning is if you don't like horror movies and especially like alien possession movies, then might not want to watch this. But there's so much in here that I think there's some predictive programming for sure in this. First off, let's see if we can see anything here. 6, 12, 26. No, I don't see nothing there. And if anybody has any ideas of anything that could mean something, because there's lots of symbolism in here. And if you have anything, please, uh, comment. Okay, first off, there's different like poster or what are these like poster right here? Like see this? It's you guys can see that, right? Yes. Okay, so it's a bird. It's a cardinal, specifically, and she has a weird eye. And then there's another one where it shows the other actor and a deer, and we've seen deer in uh, Leave the World Behind, and the deer act is like the same way in this movie. So I'm going to show the trailer, but I'm also going to have to stop it here and there because, for copyright purposes. I'm also got this at a slightly higher speed than normal too, but it's really weird. Um, what I think this movie is about aliens being disclosed. So the day that they're going to announce that the aliens, actually, it's to me it looks like it's a forced disclosure. It's not us disclosing. It's not a government, United States, different country disclosing that aliens are here. It's the actual aliens telling people that they're here, and they're doing it through like broadcasts. She's a weather meteorologist on a major uh, network, I guess. It looks like it's out of Kansas City. So here's all this stuff is really weird. There's also in the thing and we'll go through that too. There's a red cardinal. It's used all the time, a deer, a raccoon, and a fox. And we're gonna go dive into that a little bit. I'm gonna try to make this not too long of a video, but there's so much in here, it's crazy. So first, let's watch the trailer. And again, the sounds in here are very disturbing. To me, it sounds like satanic, but it's a lot of weird, like clicking sounds, and I had AI and analyze it, and they came up with possession, like aliens were possessing people. So, which is not good because we got like AI wanting to get into robots and then possibly into humans, and possibly humans wanting the AI merging, transhumanism. But this is, I guess, supposedly about aliens coming down and possessing people. All right. So let's get this up here. Where is it at? I got it over here. I think I got it here. Here we go. All right. Okay. So here it is. Warning again. Last warning. If you're easily freaked out, you might not. What happened? No. Don't say it's not recording now. Okay, it's recording. Jeez, I thought it stopped. Okay, so here we go. And I'm gonna sorry, but I have to pause it here and there because for copyright purposes.
If you found out we weren't alone.
Here's the deer.
Someone showed you. Proved it to you.
There's also lots of references to God and why, if God created the universe, why are we just Earth, humans, why are we special? Meaning, there's maybe other intelligent life out there. I'm going to go back just a smidge. And
would that frighten you? Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today.
Okay, now here's where on live TV, major networks, and everybody's watching all over the world, and they're hearing her being taken over by, I guess, aliens, or her speech, I guess, at least. The speech is very creepy, and it gives me a really bad, weird, eerie feeling like evil. So I'm just warning you right now. Here we go.
Let's today is today's
creepy, huh? Okay, now I'm going to do it one more time, this time at a slower speed. So instead of it being normal, I went a little bit above, and now I'm going to go a little bit below. So it's a little bit slower than normal speed now.
Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Let's today is today's
So very creepy. Ugh. So I guess there's like an alien disclosure. I'm just kind of, I don't know everything. I'm just guessing. But from what I'm getting from it is like the alien is taking over her speech, and that's how they, I guess, communicate to us that it's a disclosure. I don't know. All right. So continue on a little bit. We got KCXE4. That could be something. I always look for stuff. X. If you go backwards, 4X. I don't know, but there's also in that speech is like S's and K's and H's. There's, and we'll get to that too. And it's weird because AI brought up stuff like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which is also by Steven Spielberg, and War of the Worlds.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
So I'm not sure where this is. This is some kind of control center for, I'm guessing, a major. I don't know if this is. for like a television station or not. But looking at this, they got like everything here, all kinds of news. It looks like there's some weather. Can't really make out everything here. But there's people there. It's really hard to make out, so I don't know.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe
go
me
back
if
to
I
some-
told you. So I'm gonna show you.
Why won't it let me?
It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
We got more of the Cardinals. It's like a baby is in his crib and has the mobile, and it's got just cardinals going in circles. Cardinals is a big thing in this, and deer.
What are you gonna do?
Full
disclosure, I'm not sure what this is. Gosh, let me go back. I have to go back. Where are we at? Come on. Wait. Come on, help me, please.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
Watch their eyes. Their eyes change. I'm not sure if that means they're being possessed. Something to do with maybe AI. I don't know. Crop circles come into the picture.
People keep wondering. Encounter the unknown.
I just have to keep pausing it because I don't, so I don't get the copyright.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved.
Not sure if this has anything. B2, B3, B4. Before, like before something happens.
For the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
This to me looks like a doll's hand. This doesn't look like a human hand, the one on the right.
Why would he make such a vast universe?
Why would he make such a vast universe? God. And there's the cardinal and the deer.
Yet save it only for us.
And save it only for us. So there's a lot of religious things in here too. So we got the deer. I'm guessing the cardinal must be on the antlers. And then there's a fox closest to the girl. On the other side, there's a raccoon. And those creepy sounds. There could be something in these letters too. Let me back it up a smidge. I want to check something out. All right, let's go totally down on the speed. Back a smidgen more. case you're new to my channel, I go through. I think God has given me a talent to see certain predictive programming stuff, hidden messages in stuff. And a lot of people, they say, "Why are you looking into this? This is all evil stuff." But we need to know the enemy. We need to know what's going on. Right here, I can see oh no. I see the S's look like they could be nines. But if you take this one, I don't know if you can see my cursor. It looks like 19 AI. Sorry, sometimes you got to bear with me on things like this. I'm kind of scanning it too. Close. AI. Talking out loud. Sure. Is close. Almost. Is and if you guys see anything else, let me know. Sorry, I'm just trying to look more into it, I guess. More so than that probably needs to be done. Those creepy sounds. Story, and I think it's also directed by Steven Spielberg. Yes. All right. Amblin and Universal. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's get back. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. This might be a little bit long, but all right. So there's that. Stop that. I want to next go to some of the symbolism with the animals. The deer reminds me of Leave the World Behind. Remember how the deer were like, I don't know, mesmerized or something, hypnotized, something. I don't know. It was weird. And let me get to where's it at? It's over here. There we go. Right here. Okay. Let me share it again. Oops. There we go. All right, so we got the deer. Let me make sure we got that you guys can see this. Okay. So we got the deer representing an ominous warning from nature. And that's what it seemed to be like in To Leave the World Behind. Symbolize a gentle presence that contrasts with human aggression, highlighting a disconnection between humanity and the natural world as global tension rises. Cardinal symbolizes spiritual visitation and the presence of loved ones who have passed. In the film's nightmare atmosphere, they often appear during moments of deep personal despair or transition, reminding characters of their enduring connection to those they have lost. So we only saw little bits of this trailer about the movie. We don't know exactly what's going on. Raccoon embodied curiosity, resourcefulness, and secrecy. They represent the hidden elements of the truth, the secrets the government attempts to keep, and the masks characters wear while navigating the future of the unknown. Fox represents cunning, trickery, and survival. They serve as a warning to the audience and characters to question what they see, hinting that official narratives or even personal memories might be deceptive tricks. These animals collectively mirror the film's central theme. This is from the Bing AI, by the way. A dreamlike reality turning into a nightmare where logic fails and nature itself warns that something is fundamentally off. So, yeah. Nature, animals seem to sense things before humans do, and they have like this uh, instinct or something where they seem to know something that we can't figure out. Let's go how deer warn. I don't like using AI, by the way, just so everybody knows. I don't use AI a lot, but I do for certain things when it's searching for stuff like this. Deer is a combination of visual, vocal, and chemical signals to warn of potential danger. Stiff gait, stiff legged march. They were just more. See if I go back. Oh, they didn't let me go up to the other ones. Let's go to Cardinals. I'm going to try to go through a little bit faster. Cardinal serves as a vital symbol of the thin veil between the physical and spiritual worlds. Maybe it's interdimensional, not just aliens coming like from other planets or something, but maybe interdimensional. Wow. So specifically representing visitation from the deceased. So I don't know if this has something to do with people that have died and trying to contact people that are dead. Spiritual messengers, cardinals appear during moments of deep grief or transition, acting as hinges between Earth and the afterlife. Oh no. They represent the idea that loved ones have passed are still watching over the characters during the chaotic arrival of extraterrestrials. A nightmare warning. While traditionally positive, the cardinals in the film's eerie atmosphere also symbolize a wrongness in nature, suggesting that the line between life, death, and the other aliens is blurring. Hidden truths. Speculative analysis suggests the cardinal is a symbolic bird's eye view, representing higher perception or hidden government code names for UFOs. In Christian tradition, the red colors linked to the blood of Christ, representing eternal life, vitality, and renewal. Maybe the aliens are going to try to give us everlasting life. Harbingers of luck. All right, let's go to the fox. It's weird too because the animals seemed peaceful, at least with that little girl, and they seemed to just be fine walking with her, you know. She wasn't afraid of them and they weren't afraid of her. All right. The fox serves as a dual symbol of cunning, trickery, and mental survival, reflecting the film's atmosphere of government secrecy and psychological manipulation. Wow. The fox represents a mask worn by both the government and the extraterrestrials. Its presence hints at hidden agendas and the idea that official narratives may be deceptive tricks. And we've known the government has hidden aliens, UFOs for what, 80 years? I know since the 40s, I think. And kind of the bridge between two worlds. Now, this could be where the interdimensional thing is. Fox is shown as the creature of the liminal space. What does that mean? Acting as a guide that can move between the mundane world and the surreal, newly revealed alien reality. The fox in the film signals the breakdown of social order and the unpredictable nature of the disclosure event. Foxes are sacred messengers of the gods, mirroring their role in the film as harbingers of a higher extraterrestrial intelligence. What happened to the raccoon? Raccoon serves as a symbol for the unseen witnesses and the hidden layers of reality being uncovered. Raccoons represent the elements of the truth that have been hidden in the shadows by government secrecy. Here we go with the mask again. Wow. Their natural mask mirrors one of the film's core motives that entities, both government and extraterrestrial, are hiding their true nature behind a facade. Hive connection. Along with the deer and fox, the raccoon appears in the trailer, demonstrating a fearless and telepathic intelligence, suggesting that these animals are being used as vessels or messengers for the arriving entities. So it's not just the humans that are being possessed, it's the animals too. The film uses common suburban animals to create a sense of uncanny dread, where the most familiar parts of our world, like a raccoon in a backyard, suddenly feel alien and observant. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to do one more thing. Here. Here's what the ChatGPT came up with. The deer symbolism. Deer represents humanity as an unwitting observer, aware that something's present, not fully understanding it. Wow. Spielberg often uses childlike, like in E.T., extraterrestrial, childlike or gentle figures as stand ins for the public encountering overwhelming truth. I'm not going to go through this too, really in detail. You can pause if you see certain parts. So, deer's innocent awareness, cardinal signal of change, fox controlled knowledge, raccoon truth recovered from the margins. So, this one was saying that there is no official work, but there is. I had to actually put in the movie disclosure day, so it says there's no reliable source, which is weird. So let me go down. Okay, then I had it analyze the weird noises and possible words and the clicking weird sounds. So I had to upload a clip. Okay. So it's talking about the aliens, extraterrestrials taking over her speech. Okay, hold on. So it's got a lot of weird stuff, but it says it was done on purpose, and it's been done in other films to represent, I guess, the alien sound, their speech. But I had it go at normal speed, slow down, and even backwards. I always think, I don't know, I always think of that weird stuff, but there was nothing in there supposedly that stood out like words, like hidden speech. But the way it sounds, it's like you have this. I guess it's called the para para pareidolia effect. Oops. Let me make sure that you're still seeing this. Okay, good. You feel like you're just about to understand something, and it says it's intentional in there. It says the character's not speaking alien; she's losing linguistic agency. Her voice is being overridden, not replaced with language. Weird. The clicking sounds function as a biological interference signal, a sign that communication is happening on a level humans cannot decode, and then a way to convey possession or takeover without exposition. So the bottom line, there's no hidden messages, no slowdown or reverse intelligible speech. The clicking is designed sound texture, not language. So I had to break down more things, and it's got, weird stuff, sudden breath intakes, interrupted syllable starts, strained phonation, glottal stop and mouth noise layer, processed tongue clicks, glottal closures, palatal mouth noises. Weird. It says they are almost phonemes. So I looked up phonemes. Phonemes. A phenome is regarded as an abstraction or of a set or equivalence class of spoken sound variations that are nevertheless perceived as a single basic unit of sound by the ordinary native speakers of a given language. So I don't know, it's weird. Phoneme. And this definition says any of the perceptually distinct units of sound in a specified language that distinguish one word from another. For example, P, B, D, and T in the English words pad, pat, bad, and bat. I noticed there was a lot of T's. It sounded, the only thing that sounded like to me was like stick. Ugh. I don't know. Weird. So, where was I? Back here real fast. So then it just goes through how they manipulated the sounds, I guess, to make it sound like that. And it gives examples and stuff in here. But apparently there's no actual speech, no hidden words or something, of what, they're like a language of some kind, like they're speaking words. All right, the War of the Worlds is the closest match, it says. Sudden loss of human vocal dominance, sound design used as a weapon, clicks and blasts that imply intelligence without language. The tripod horn in the War of the Worlds is not speech but feels intentional and communicative. Emily Blunt's scene does the same thing inside the human body. And then it puts the how it relates kind of to other movies like Arrival. All right, here's what it says. What this scene is actually saying without words. From a cinematic language standpoint, the message is disclosure is not an announcement, it is an interruption. Humans do not get to speak first. The medium, which is Emily Blunt broadcasting, is compromised. Her voice body is compromised. The aliens are not talking, they are rendering speech obsolete. That's weird. And then it says why your instinct is to listen closely, and because it seems like like they're trying to say something, and that's why I look for that stuff. It sounded like there was something, like there was some kind of thing there, but I guess that it's on purpose doing it that way to make it sound like you're listening to see if you can hear some kind of speech or some kind of words coming out of that. So then it has examples like Chewbacca. They use layered bears, lions, and walruses. The clicking is mouth generated, not mechanical. Breath noise remains present. No clean sine waves or obvious synth timbres. All right, so I'm gonna here. I'll just go like this. And if anybody, you can stop and pause to read all this, because otherwise it'll take too long. Constant like transients K T ch, k, k, t, ch, k, ch, ch. It kind of sounded like stick, stuck. Ugh. I don't like saying it. Ugh. This creates a sensation of a human body being used as a channel. And again, just pause if you want to read these things in here. How this fits Spielberg's use of Bert's language. Spielberg consistently uses Bert's style sound design at the moments of first contact, loss of control, authority collapse, human helplessness. In this scene, the character is a trusted public voice. Her speech fails publicly. Sound replaces authority. So it's being, what's I guess trying to say is, you are not being spoken to, you are being overridden. And there's the final synthesis. And that's it. Okay. Let's get back to here. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Let me stop. Where's the stop screen? Okay, there we go. So if anybody has any other ideas, I think there is something to this. Again, this ain't going to be released until June, so it's still 6 months away. 6 months away. But definitely, there's something to it. There's some predictive programming, hidden messages in here for sure. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and comment if you have some idea of what some of the stuff is in here is. It's definitely weird, and I don't know, the weird clicking sound made me feel like it was evil. So aliens is not always considered evil in movies. Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they're not. But in this movie, it seems like it's going to be something evil happening, like they're taking over our bodies, taking over our minds and speech. Weird. All right, thanks for watching. God bless, and please pray. Pray on this, and pray. That you don't have nightmares or something, because I don't know. It's creepy. It's weird. I don't watch horror movies. I don't know, especially the ones where that it has something to do with like evil and like demons and Satan, and especially like those Conjuring where the dolls are come to life. Nope, I won't watch that. No, especially anything that's like that is it's just too evil. Won't do it. And sometimes I don't like going into diving into trying to figure this stuff out, but I think it needs to be done. And there's other there's other channels out there that are looking into this too and trying to decode this and figure out meanings of what it could be. So check those out too. But this is just what I've come up with so far. I'm not saying I know exactly what's going on, but I don't think it's good. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys think, and add to anything that you might think has meaning in here. And pray for Holy Spirit discernment. Pray also, that I don't know. I don't. Sometimes maybe we shouldn't be looking into stuff like this. It depends, I guess. It depends. But again, this could be future events happening here. A lot of these movies and a lot of these TV shows and stuff, they're showing us the future. They're showing us what's going to be happening in the future. It's also desensitizing us to accept what is going to happen in the future. So it's not a shock, I guess, or as much of a shock when it actually happens, if that makes sense. All right, God bless.